Hey, thanks for checking out Live on Tape Delay, episode 590. In Western New York, I'm Chris Wilson, along with Jim Wurgis.
Hi.
On the other end of the internet, John Raybeans Raycroft. On the other end of town, Rob Fiasco.
I wish I had something interesting to tell you, but I don't. Spent last night playing old Atari games at Tony's. That was pretty fun. Then I ended up at Aldo's till about midnight hanging with Chris. Other than that, just boredom, really. I'm hoping something exciting happens. I doubt it.
That entry was most likely from the 2000s. Was that your favorite decade? Let us know. You'll see what ours are, but you have to wait to the end. That's how all this works. I tell you this every week. You got to listen to the end, and then these intros make sense. Here's 590. Enjoy. Roberto.
I don't think I'm gonna do hamster style anymore.
Yeah. Where's my camera button? There it is. I'm on the new setup. I'm in the new setup in the garage again, so I always forget where everything is.
Hi.
What's good? Hello.
Is Raymond in the dark, or does Raymond have power? Do we know?
He's got the power.
He's got the power?
Nintendo power.
Now he's playing with power.
The power pack.
That's right.
All right,
the rhythm is getting kind of hectic.
The rhythm is going to get him.
The power. I might. It's possible.
See what happens when we have to wait for Ray. I should have waited for both of you. Okay, now we can start. Ray's here. He has the power. He's playing with power. Nintendo power. He has the rhythm. Maybe he has no audio. I don't know.
I'll just be your secret lover.
Oh. So
that's fine.
So we'll start with that, Ray. What's meteorology. We've been drinking.
No.
What weather catastrophes have you been dealing with today?
Well, the big one's supposedly coming on its way, but as of today, we had 120-degree heat index.
Okay.
And then Bertha, the tropical storm, is on its way from Louisiana, coming right across the Gulf for us. So we'll see how that turns out.
It's never a dull moment there. We bitched about heat waves for 2 weeks, and then this morning it's like a high of 66.
Been this all day today.
No, it was freezing.
Yeah, it was
great. Tomorrow's low is in the 40s. It's great.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to take the air conditioners out already.
The kid wanted to see snow, I guess. We'll see.
I think we got to wait till November before we get back to lows in the 40s.
I'm all right with it. It's good sleeping weather. I slept like shit last night, not because of the heat, but I don't know. I just kept waking up, rolling, tossing, heartburn. Like, what the fuck?
Man.
Getting old sucks.
I had a weird dream that I was playing pickup basketball last night for some reason. I haven't played pickup basketball since like college. I don't know where that came from.
Weird. What the hell was the one? Nope, can't tell that one. Okay. Never mind. Good story.
I don't know the last time I touched a basketball.
Oh, I saw the video. It was here in this driveway.
Probably was.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I touched basketball.
Fair enough.
That same basketball is sitting in a window well. I haven't touched that since the hoop got crushed in the old storm of 2020.
A window well, a kiss and tell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wishing well.
Oh, yeah. Same thing.
I don't know. I did pretty well at Midway's basketball. That's a smaller ball. But
that would have been the last
you're
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do need to start going there daily to practice.
I think both you guys
basically what I've learned is the only time that I touch a basketball is when I come up there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you had that
basketball.
dream. That could be why the dream happened.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're not, it was a big basketball town.
We missed the Gus Macker already, so can't
Next
come up
year.
for that one.
How many people do you need on a team? 4, right?
3.
Plus an extra. I mean, we're old.
Fuck extras, dude.
We're old.
No one play that.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Well, then we forfeit.
Oh.
I rolled my ankle last week playing soccer. I'm definitely going to roll my ankle playing basketball.
Like, how are they looking at like IDs and stuff? Like, how can we get in at like the highest level, like the highest age bracket?
I don't know if
regardless of our age bracket.
I don't know if they do it by age bracket.
We just look good for 70.
I don't think they do it by age bracket. I think it's just the older folks get knocked out early.
Is it co-ed or is it boys and girls or what?
Do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. It's not separate?
No, we're progressive up here.
All right. I don't see us fielding a team.
No, probably not. I mean,
Not too short.
we could, but it's like the first game up, we'd be out. We'd be out first round, and then it's like, thank you for your money.
I'm going to leave my basketball career at St. Peter and Paul Parochial School.
I feel like the three of you at least tall enough to like offset most of the people who would be in it. I'd be the short one that would be bleeding into the crowd.
Now there's some folks that they take it seriously and have the hype to back it up. It's a fun tournament to watch.
You got to figure only so many people make it to Division I schools and the NBA, and then you've got a lot of
here.
Time after. Yeah, the rest end up in tournaments.
Yeah.
In Jamestown.
Yeah. Local basketball tournaments. I don't know. There were some good games. I had to work some of those for years. So it was just like, yep, I'm here. Might as well watch some basketball. And it was, I don't remember how many courts there were. There was like 20, 30 courts.
Betting?
That you probably could now.
That's a good idea.
We'll set up some Kelshi markets.
Put it on the Chattacoin Digital.
Just transition it over to a betting site.
It's now a betting site.
It'll get there eventually anyway. It's fine. Let's just speed it up.
Yeah.
Bet on what's on recycling for this week, so he's actually paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it helped. It helped last week with the new Sunday. I was like, ooh, this week, which starts tomorrow. Very nice. So I got rid of my plastics.
Nice. Right on.
So what else is going on? Oh, we covered weather. We covered a basketball tournament that was 2 months ago.
I started my new book today.
Which
old school analog book.
Dungeon Crawler Carl?
That's exactly what it is.
Yes. All right. I can't even wait. And if you don't like it, I'm going to be so upset and we'll never talk again.
Okay. I'm only like 20 pages in so far. Like he just got into the first.
Yeah.
Dungeon.
There's so many spoilers in it. That's the thing. Like if
there's a lot of books too. So
yeah, I'm on.
Like I saw it's like a long series.
Yeah, I think there's 7 books out now. I can't remember. And then they asked the author, Matt Dinneman, and they're like, so how many more are you going to go? And he goes, I think we're going to do one more book, but that book's going to be really long. So we're going to break that up into a couple different sections. He goes, so I'm not sure how many. It was hilarious. He answered the question without answering the question.
So now he's turning into George R.R. Martin?
Yeah, basically. It's like, I don't know. When the story's played out, that's when I'm fucking done.
How long is this book?
Yep.
They're big books. They're pretty big books. They get longer. I can tell you the one that I just finished, which I think was the 5th book, the audiobook was 14 hours.
Yeah, no. That's a pass.
Jim's out. Jim's snapping out.
No, not for me.
But it's a guy where the world goes flat, and then his best friend is a talking cat named Princess Donut.
Flat. That's why I couldn't. It's
maybe if Rob finishes that one, finish the first one before I leave, and I'll borrow it. And we'll have something to talk about.
There you go. I can't. If you can do audiobooks, I'll put that preface on it because you said you can't focus on audiobooks, Rob. If you're an audiobook kind of person, it's an experience. This series specifically.
Could they make it like an audiobook with pictures and like people acting out the scenes?
Yes, coming in 2027 to Peacock.
All right, perfect. Sounds like that's for me.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read the books and not watch the. Because it's never as good.
No, it's.
I can't think of anything that's better than the book.
I think we've talked about this before too. It's whatever one, at least for me, whatever one I witnessed first. That's what's ingrained in my brain. So, yeah, if I went back and read a book of a movie that I really like, I'd be like, no, I don't know.
The Postman was better as a movie.
Was it supposed to be a book?
It was life.
No, I don't think so.
Shared experiences.
I ordered it, but it never showed up in the mail.
It's the future.
Come on, that was
so
brilliant.
I was telling Jim he doesn't have mail where he lives. He can start up his own.
My own inspirational mail service to try to connect everyone together.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be
Postino.
Good. El Postino.
Your buddy Ford Lincoln Mercury.
Yeah. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, except it's got to be updated. So it'd be like BYD Chevy Tesla or something.
MG. Yeah, we don't have Teslas down there much.
You have a lot of Toyotas, a lot of Suzukis.
No, we have a lot of BYDs, a lot of MGs, and A lot of Nissan.
Yugos for some reason.
A lot of Nissans. No Yugos. But yeah, the Chinese cars are all over down there. It's crazy. Every month there's a new brand. Jim is one of the brands now. It's a truck. I think it's from Great Wall Motors. It's like their truck brand is called Jim.
That's it.
That's it, Jim. Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty good. I might get one, but I won't, but I could.
It's GM. Okay.
Yes.
GM.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh no, actually in Mexico now the Mexican government, I don't know if it's a private company or government company or whatever, they have their own electric car they started making.
For cheap, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be cheap. Oh, they just released like how it was going to look or something at the World Cup or some promotional thing. It's like looks like a toaster. I don't know. It's Olinia. I want to say it, don't quote me, of course, but I think it's Olinia or something like that.
I think it is.
And no, it's like a little city car, and they were going to cost like maybe $5, $6, $7 or something. It could be cool, but I don't know.
So it should look like Olinia toaster car. Oh, it does look like a little toaster.
No, I told you, it looks like a toaster. Like the what's the toaster movie?
The Brave Little Toaster?
Yeah, the Brave Little Toaster.
The Olina Uno.
Yeah.
It looks like a smart car.
Yeah, it does look like a smart car, yeah. But it's electric. And the government is sponsoring it, or the government is subsidizing the company or something. I don't know.
It says, but it's all in Spanish. I have no idea.
Oh, well, my Spanish translator left, so.
No. Yeah, this is...
The cars you buy up here now come with a free flock camera installed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Right on the license plate, huh?
You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember the little Tykes? Like the orange and yellow cars?
You pushed around? Yeah.
That's what these look like.
Yeah, they do. There's a van too, right? A cargo van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Interesting.
But I mean, it's Mexican, so the cargo van, what's the capacity of the cargo van in people, does it say?
We're
not going to.
I'm just going to, it's just going to be racist no matter what I say. So
I'm setting you up here. Yeah. I'll see. Maybe they'll be good and successful. I don't know. They're going to be cheaper. Right now, Chinese cars in Mexico are not particularly, they're about equivalent to gas cars. Not like how they talk about in China, how the BYD, the little one, is like $8-10 or something in China. It's, Mexico is not like that. They're still about 21, 22 for the little BYD, which is about the same as you can get for a regular little car that's electric. I mean, that's gas. So they're okay. A lot of people drive them. MG is even more popular there, I would say. I
didn't know they were still a company.
Yeah, they were bought by a Chinese. The brand was bought by a Chinese company, and they make them. And they're real nice, like super sharp looking and stuff. There's a bunch of different models, gas and electric. So pretty popular there in Mexico.
There's your automotive update.
There's your automotive update for the international markets.
That's right.
Are we all just looking at pictures of this thing? I think it's cute. I think it should come in ridiculous colors, though.
If it could make toast while it drives.
Yeah.
Better. Giant toast.
I come in ridiculous colors.
We've seen the blankets.
Nice.
Yeah. All the blankets that I've ever purchased were 100% white.
Just straight cotton.
So if you've seen any with color, it's a skill.
It's like mood jizz. It's like, I was in a happy mode. Anyway, all right. I grossed myself out. I've already hit it there. 10 minutes in. Where's this? I'm all wound up in my table.
I did realize today that apparently I frequent my local liquor store too much because the guy who works behind the counter there he recognizes me and tells me random stories whenever I go in. I only go there like once every week and a half, 2 weeks in my defense. Like I'm not there that frequently.
Yeah, I don't feel that's a lot. I mean, it definitely doesn't warrant having your picture on the wall that says, #1 customer, but.
A few weeks ago, or the last time I went there, he was telling me some story about his weight loss journey. And then the second to last time I was there, he was telling me why they have a policy, or why that's one of 3 stores in Texas that has a policy where you can't buy more than one thing in one day. Like you can't revisit the store twice because apparently this area is full of alcoholics who try to go to the liquor store more than one time in a day. And
you mean the United States?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then today he was telling me about his adventures of streaming on Twitch and how he likes to do the what he called them, the like remixed games or something. Like that's what he streams. Like he downloads like Like you'll download like Super Metroid, and it'll be like a remixed version of it where none of the levels are the normal order, and he has to figure out what it is as he's playing it.
I'm gonna need this guy's handle. I'm just gonna show up. We can give him a shout out if you remember.
One Up Shy Guy. I followed him earlier on Twitch.
I'm gonna give him one right now because why not? I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's a nice enough guy. It's every time I go in there now, he specifically tells me some story that I wasn't prepared for.
So you can't go to the same store twice in a day? People. You do. You can't have... Sorry.
There's only apparently 3 of the... So the chain is called Twin Liquors. And apparently in the state of Texas, there are only 3 of them that have this policy because one is on 6th Street where it's big party school or big party area. One is in Dallas on a big party street there. And then this one, which is in the suburbs of Houston. And those 3 stores specifically have a policy where you can't go in, buy liquor, and then come back later in the day and buy more liquor.
Oh, it's those 3 stores. Oh, it makes sense. I got you.
Yeah. But it's weird that this area specifically has to have that policy.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose make your grocery list ahead of time because there's no like you can only get 1 bottle, right? And you can only come once a day. So that just load your grocery cart up.
But apparently people will go in, buy like a 5th, go home, drink it, come back later in the day, clearly drunk. He said that one person ran over like a old person in a wheelchair trying to come back to the store for the 2nd time of the day.
I mean, I could see if that's their motive is to keep people from refilling drunk. Okay, but I don't know. It seems like a weird way to do that.
Yeah, they're trying to limit their liability maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all it is.
You grooming me?
No, there's a mosquito.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Well, sometimes I only have enough for the 5th.
Ah, yeah.
I gotta drink it so I can get a buzz so that I can give someone a blowjob to get enough money to get another one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
So it's just part of the...
It's an endless cycle. I've seen it 1,000 times.
At your rate, you're going to have to give 3 or 4 blowjobs to get enough for a 5th.
I don't think so. 5th of what?
Yeah, you're in Jamestown. There's high competition.
That's true. That liquid courage will get you through.
Yeah.
Improves the performance.
Yeah.
See, the problem is when you start buying liquor on margin of like, look, give me this one at half price. I'll go out, do my BJs, come back in, I'll buy 2 bottles because
yeah, it could work. Stake your liquor? No.
I'll give you 2 bottles.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 bottles on Tuesday for a bottle today or whatever.
For BJ today.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm glad they give you a BJ Tuesday for a bottle today.
Buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
Buy now, blow later.
I tried that at the strip club. Did not work.
Oh, no.
No, not usually.
No.
The,
to use Klarna.
The larger gentlemen tend to get annoyed at that.
The stripper just have the Klarna app on her phone, or
I set it up with the establishment
There's
itself.
a slide the credit card joke coming here, right?
Oh, okay.
No, we're not using that.
Okay.
So
Just tap to pay.
Damn, it was right there.
Yeah.
Implant has a different
Insert the
now.
chip. Anyway, I think I'm still hacking out wildfire smoke or something. I don't know. Last 2 days. Or I just have a summer cold. That could be it too.
summer cold, summer not.
Yep. But yeah, I started just like 2 nights ago. I was like, oh man, I don't know. If you just start coughing and I'm like, okay, that's not, you get irritated, whatever. But I'm like horking up shit. I'm like, oh, that's not good. That means there was shit in there. So yeah. So sorry if I just lean away and you hear me dying, that's what it is.
Got it. No problem.
This
Well, if you die, then the episode won't come out. So
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And just to give you a heads up, Rob, you're going to have to be kind of, unless all the text is that big, we're very far away from the screen, and neither one of us is going to be able to read this. So,
all right, it might be all right.
we'll do what we can.
I figured I'd do something different for the back half. We're going to rank the decades.
Okay, all of them since the beginning of time. I don't know that we got that kind of time.
No.
Year 0.
No. The last 7, I believe. I think starting at the 50s.
Okay. All right, I could do that.
We're gonna take a look at them and then we'll rank them at the end.
Okay.
All right. Sounds
All right, that's good. I think they've all got their pros and cons depending on what we're talking about. But this could be good.
Let's see. It doesn't work.
This needs a theme song.
All right.
Well, the 2020s suck because this doesn't work.
can't. It doesn't work. No, I can't get. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, the five things that there were the criteria.
Yeah.
Criterium?
Yeah, the criteria.
Okay. That's what I was talking about.
So,
what are we?
Yeah. So how we're judging
Is this in the United States? This is America?
the world.
Okay.
So for me, it's going to be the U.S. because I don't know anything else.
Right. So this is our criteria. So number one, economy and opportunity.
Okay.
Could an average person actually get ahead? Was the middle class growing or shrinking? Two, music and culture. What was coming out of the speakers? Did the art reflect something real about the era?
Okay.
Three, technology and progress. Did the decade feel like it was moving forward or standing still?
Okay.
Overall vibe. Would you actually want to live there, knowing what you know now?
I'm just full of bugs. Jim's picking them off me like a ape or something. You have to eat that now. Okay, I am paying attention.
And lastly, historical significance. Did the decade change the course of everything, or was it mostly filler?
See, this is where my lack of historical knowledge is going to come flowing out. But all right, I got some. I got some ideas.
What do you know about the 1950s?
I'm going to go write some music. Birth of rock and roll, baby. Got to be influential there.
And really, TV also
Yeah.
became widespread in the home.
Sure.
So you're looking at
your technology.
Two wars ended, but I guess if you were like, you could have been born after the First World War, and then you really only lived through like the Second World War, I guess. So maybe like, cause if you had lived through both, maybe you'd be like, well, when's the third one starting? You know?
Right. It's about to say it's late.
But if you were maybe born after the first one had ended and before the second one, maybe you'd be like, all right, well, the war is over. Now it's prosperous. You know, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
You got the Cold War.
Well, then you got kids in there, too, that this is all they, you know what I mean? So they're growing up in this. They didn't know anything different than Elvis or fucking Rock Around the Clock. The hell's his name? That guy.
Bill Haley and his comments.
That's it. So for them, it's probably a different view than the older folks that did live through two wars. You know what I mean?
Yep. So rock and roll. This is when you listen to oldie stations, you don't often get songs earlier than the 50s.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like even mid 50s tend to be where it's, you know, the classic rock and roll. Like I said, the Bill Haleys and
politics, we got Brown versus the Board of Education. That was 1954. McCarthyism. So
yeah, that probably wasn't
paranoia and blacklists at full force. Nuclear anxiety, duck and cover drills in every school. Did y'all do duck and cover drills?
I don't remember.
I only remember doing stuff for like a tornado, but it would have applied.
Yeah. I just remember like all the schools that I was in were also like fallout shelters. So it was just, you just saw the symbol on the side of the building and you're like, oh, we're safe if it happens, right? But they didn't tell us what that meant, like what to do. It's just like, as long as you're in the building, you're fine.
I brought that up recently. One, are those still usable? Two, is there a list of everyone in the area?
I don't know that they...
Probably, yeah, from the Department of Defense or whatever it was, Homeland.
War.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it was from my understanding, it was in the 50s and 60s and early 70s, whatever. It was that you would be able to survive a nuclear war because you would only have like tens to hundreds of missiles launched at you.
Right.
Versus like after that, it was like everybody had like 10,000, like both the Soviet Union and the U.S. So it was like no chance.
Also, those, whatever the criteria were to make that a shelter, like just over time, you know what I mean? Half those buildings have just fallen down on their own. Yeah. So it's like, it's probably not anymore.
It was the Department of Civil Defense that was.
Yeah. I don't know if they're handing out those plaques anymore to.
Yeah, probably not.
To buildings.
I think they figured there would be so many nuclear missiles after the 80s, it would be like, who cares?
Yeah.
Forget it.
I want to go find some, though. There's got to be buildings that still have them on there. Right?
One. Yeah. Can we go check one out?
I used to know exactly where they're. I'll drive by tomorrow. See.
All right. And then women expected to stay home. Full stop. Yep. There weren't many women working in the 50s.
No. There were in the 40s, right. But then it was like, oh, we're home. War's over. They're home.
Yeah.
Get back in the kitchen.
You can't do anything. Yeah.
You're done. Thanks for helping out. Now where's my dinner?
Here's your lobotomy and your...
Your Quaaludes.
Yeah, take your Quaaludes and go raise my kids.
Is that my mom?
Turn your phone off. It's a podcast.
Ranking decades here.
I know.
Yeah,
Phones that shit wouldn't happen in the 50s, would it?
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope. All right, so that's the 50s. Let's see. Okay. I wonder what's next.
The 90s. That's weird.
Nothing. Nothing is next.
So 50s is number one.
Time ended. That's when the first must have been when the first timeline diverged right there.
We didn't know that we ended in nuclear holocaust right after the 50s.
Exactly. I was like, damn it, Flesher School. You said you were going to keep me safe.
Talk amongst yourselves. Let me see.
We'll make it up in the meantime. 60s also big music decade.
Yeah.
Psychedelics.
Political stuff in there, I guess.
Yeah.
Civil rights.
Or CCR.
We had another war that didn't quite turn into World War III.
Civil Rights Amendment. Yeah, it's all good.
Didn't we have two wars in the 60s? Wasn't it like Vietnam and Korean War?
Korea ended.
Oh, Korea was in the 50s, wasn't it?
Yeah, Korea ended.
That wasn't on our list.
Didn't happen.
No, must not have. It wasn't on our list.
It was a conflict, not a war.
Ah, right.
Same with this Iran thing.
Same, yeah.
It's a 3-day military operation.
An operation,
yeah.
Semantics.
Yeah, the Beatles mania,
yeah, 64-ish, 63, 64.
Yep.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
They faked a moon landing on a soundstage in Arizona or New Mexico. Which one was it?
I don't know.
In Taos, I think. It was in Taos. They had that soundstage.
Ah, okay. That was on the VHS I have.
That's why that VHS got eaten, because it tells you at the end about that.
We weren't allowed to see it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And the main reason 60s suck is that's when the Heritage Foundation was founded.
Oh, really?
Yep, 1964, I want to say.
It's the first.
Right after they shot JFK.
I was going to say, first presidential assassination in quite a while.
Yeah. Yep, you had JFK, Martin Luther King assassinated in the 60s, and then the other Kennedy, right?
Yep. Yeah. Was that the 60s?
Yeah, I think so.
I could think of a Kennedy that could use one now.
Hey, now. Oh, hey.
We're already on enough list.
Right.
Sorry.
We don't need to hit subscribe again.
Right. Okay, let me see. I think we're back.
Yeah.
I think we're back. Let's
early hippies.
60s.
Shoot,
well, I have no idea. No idea what happened in the 60s because of it.
Wasn't that like the Kent State Massacre?
60s?
That was early 70s, wasn't it?
I think that might have been.
I thought.
I'm getting all my decades mixed up.
Really, all I'm doing is I'm going through We Didn't Start the Fire, and I'm trying to chunk that out as we go along through here.
Nice. Okay, 60s. Everything broke open at once. The moon broke open. The movement, the music, and the assassinations. Yeah, so a little bit of everything.
All right. So
some of the big songs. Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Like a Rolling Stone.
Okay.
And Respect.
Okay.
It was also when punk and ska started to become a thing. It was in the 60s, the early days.
Oh, was it really? That I didn't realize it was that early.
Yep.
Okay.
Movies. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Never seen it.
Great film.
Psycho. Never seen it. The Graduate. Never seen it.
Great film.
TV. The Twilight Zone. I have seen it.
Yeah. That I think started in the 50s, though, didn't it? I thought that started in the late 50s, but probably gained its popularity in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because most of those were still black and white. And then color TV, there's another one if it's not on there for technology. Color TV becoming more popular in the house. So that was because all the Star Treks were in color. And that was 64? 63?
Counterculture, genuine questioning of authority on a mass scale.
Sure.
It's odd that hadn't happened before, but you didn't have the ability to do that. Like everything was like as your worldview has expanded and you have more access to things that are happening outside of your little town, where you only got your news from the newspaper or from the 3 stations you had at the time. Like, you had a very closed worldview, and I think that starts to expand more in the 60s.
Yeah, and I think that has to do with...
We have different ideas.
I think that has to do with the bandwidth of media being more available and more easy to produce from smaller groups. You know,
I think it also has to do with by that point workers' rights started becoming a thing. Like they started getting introduced in like the 40s under whoever's president in World War II, but like by the 60s you actually had like, you know, you weren't expected to work 140 hours a week with no time to yourself at the mines.
AFL-CIO really became a thing, or the AFL at least.
So that was 60 years ago. So
wow,
190 years into our life as a country, we're like, you know what? I think these workers need some rights.
Kids probably should probably stay in school. They probably shouldn't be, you know, making furniture at 8 years old.
Yeah, it took us that long for someone to stand up and say, "Should we be doing this?"
Yeah, right. Or at least have enough power to do something about it. They might have been saying that for years, but then just shut the fuck up and sit down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right,
Vietnam,
that's a good one, I guess.
58,000 Americans dead.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like how many more Americans there could be if that war hadn't existed, and then those people then lived life as normal and procreated?
Yeah. That's a tough argument there too, though. But yes.
Sure.
Because you could say that the ones that did come back were like, fuck this, I need to, you know, and then they had 12 kids because they survived.
No, I mean, a lot of the people coming back from Vietnam and never felt welcomed back or anything, and they had a real, you know, obviously a tough go.
Yeah, they were just out fucking.
Exactly. That's right. No.
And then they were beating the shit out of the kids, right?
Yeah. That'll come in one of the future decades, the CPS.
All right, so that's 60s. Let's see what we got here. 70s, the hangover decade. So Vietnam ends, Nixon resigns, oil crisis hits, disco takes over, somehow also hugely creative. So decade I was born, the decade three of us were born here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a lot of different type of, disco in the tail end of the 70s, but there was still a lot of that post-war angst. Hey, look, you know, we did make a difference, you know, that secondary hippie kind of
believing that you could, your counterculture stuff could make a difference, and like you accomplished something because the war ended based on the civil unrest isn't the right word, but the overall sentiment was against the war, which started with the counterculture. So
sure, okay,
seeing that you could maybe do something and have some power from that,
right,
is something. And so the 70s, and
then somehow that morphed into disco. I don't that one I missed that. There's a missing link there in my mind.
It was time to celebrate. No, I don't know.
Celebrate good times.
Come
on,
exactly.
It's, you know, I over the entire decade, I know, you know, the U.S. had their struggles. I remember, but I know there were gas shortages and really expensive. Yeah, which is funny because like we're still using the same oil, the same gas.
Yeah.
We haven't come close to running out
from the same place.
Yeah. So, but that was a thing.
Well, that was
I know New York City.
Iran and stuff like that. All that stuff happened at the end of the decade with the hostage crisis in Iran and all that, right?
Was that 70s?
Or was that the 80s? I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. Because we...
well, no, the Iranian Revolution with the Ayatollah was in the 70s, and then the oil... it's not that different from today, honestly. The oil supplies were... OPEC was probably formed, and they started having... more organized oil price
70s, damn
controls, if you will.
Yeah, we tried to instill the leader of Iran, and they didn't like it.
Yep,
we did that with other countries too, but
we were really good at that in the 70s. We did a lot of that.
We learned from England,
there was a lot of, South American and Central American countries like that.
I want to focus more on bell bottoms. That's happening.
Yeah, you're going on the culture stuff. It's cool.
I want to take it there. That's just even backing up for a minute. 50s, you have vision of what like fashion was.
Greaser.
Pop fashion. Yeah, you've got the greaser, or
Yeah, that's all I see.
Then you've got 60s, you've got the start of the hippie stuff, then the 70s, you get into more of the bell bottom and then the leisure suit stuff later. So I just float that out there because I want to bring that up as we continue to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Movies, Godfather.
Ah, beautiful.
Star Wars and Jaws, three of the big movies of the decade. TV, All in the Family, MASH, and SNL.
Okay.
Oh, like I've never watched MASH, but I should.
I don't know.
When I was younger, the theme music creeped me out, so I never watched it.
I never really watched it.
Well, it's a sad-ass song. The actual title of that is Suicide is Painless. So, like, it's not the happiest song in the world.
But it's comedy.
Yeah, the TV show is, yes. I believe there was a movie or it was something that was not a comedy at all. So they made a farce kind of it. But the original MASH, whatever that was definitely not a comedy.
I think it was mansion, apartment, house, shack.
Oh, it could be.
Shack house.
Yeah. Which one did you have?
The kids still play that?
With the little paper thing you fold? Yeah, I mean, kids still do that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, those are different. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a different thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check out the 1980s. 80s, what do we got here? Neon, Excess, Cold War ending, MTV launching, AIDS. So a little bit of everything there.
Again, the next verse of We Didn't Start the Fire.
Let's see what we got for songs here.
Kanye.
There's some MJ, some Billie Jean, Born in the USA, Sweet Child of Mine. Sure, okay. 80s, I mean, we were alive for that entire decade.
Yeah.
But again, in the fashion, for some reason, especially if you watch like an 80s movie now, and it was supposed to be, a metropolitan area or whatever, it was all futuristic. Everything was shiny. It was like shiny silver shirts and shiny red leather and shit. You know what I mean? It was like, oh.
Yeah. That members only jackets.
Yeah.
Those were pretty big. I think the 80s was really when probably this started in the 70s, but really in the 80s, advertising started to target children. So you have things starting to take over, like you have Cabbage Patch Kids, and all of the, He-Man and some of those shows were like created to sell cereal, not to be like, cartoons at all. And they just took off on
Transformers, G.I. Joe, all that kind of stuff was, to sell the toys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel there was some of those back in the earlier days too. I just can't put my finger on it.
No, G.I. Joe was like the 70s.
Yeah.
Started out.
Yeah. This was also the last decade that the Dolphins made the Super Bowl. I just want to put that out.
Way to rub it in, Ray.
Fair enough. Video games. I mean, you got Nintendo. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it is in a mass consumer kind of way. I mean, Pong was out. Sears was selling Pong in the 70s, but that was like it. And the arcades were coming out in the 70s. But the home consoles, fuck yeah.
Home consoles,
ColecoVision, Intellivision.
The Commodore 64 was all 80s.
But that's all there's your technology base right there.
Mm-hmm. Apple.
Vinyl kind of seceding to cassette and then later to CD in the late 80s.
Yep.
Now we're just sitting here, we're all nostalgic. Like, I remember all this happening. Holy shit.
All right.
There was a savings and loan crisis, $160 billion bailout. So I was at 87 stock market crash.
I didn't pay as much attention to that then.
Black Monday. Yeah, 87.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid a lot of attention to that when I was 8.
The crack epidemic, which our country much encouraged. Our government made money off of selling weapons to Nicaragua in order to funnel crack to our country.
And sell it to black people so you could make them criminals. But
hey, some people made money. Nino Brown did all right for himself, okay?
Yeah. And criminalizing all that, of course.
And all the money ended up in Iran anyway.
Eventually. It's full circle. Don't forget all those weapons we gave to the Afghanis. That worked out well.
Yeah, it worked out for us.
Yep.
So, That was the 80s. Yeah, there was a lot of
Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
No, it was the 90s.
Was it? Was that early? Oh, it wasn't. It was early 90s. Damn it.
No, the 80s we were still fighting like proxy wars in Afghanistan and
Space Wars. Yeah. We weren't directly involved, but we were directly involved.
When was Panama? When was Noriega in Panama? Was that in the 80s? I don't know.
That feels like it was 80s.
So, yeah, same stuff. Meddling about the world, of course.
Yeah, because we were listening very well to no foreign intervention. So it was, we heeded those warnings.
Yeah.
90s. Here we go.
All right, here it is.
See, these we know better.
The internet arrives. Well, in its not necessarily its current form, but in its infants
to homes. To homes.
Thanks, Al Gore.
The economy booms. Everyone's optimistic, and somehow we spent the whole decade arguing about Clinton's personal life. We certainly did.
Yeah.
He was
just trying to get one more bottle from Ray's liquor store.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Songs of what I got. Smells Like Teen Spirit, Waterfalls, and Gangsta's Paradise. To describe the decade, that's it.
Yeah, because we skipped over like the whole hair metal and really the I mean, you could take heavy metal back to the 70s, but 80s, yeah.
So many, yeah.
And then now in the 90s, it does the grunge change.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that was
and more into hip hop.
Yeah. Because the 80s was all the East Coast, the New York, the Fab Five Freddy and the Run DMCs and stuff like that. And then, the 90s West Coast took over.
And then I feel like the late 90s, they started polishing everything, so like everything was more.
Mm-hmm. It brought it all more together, made it like more accessible.
Yeah. Well, it meant boy bands.
I guess the internet in the 90s.
Yeah. That probably helped it.
I got the internet in the 90s. I got my first email account in the 90s.
Yeah. But just the internet itself probably helped. Is that the right word? Amalgamate it? Just mix it all up.
Rob Beebe at AOL.com. Still a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I got something from it today. What? It's not you?
Oh, did you click on
it? No.
Oh, you should have.
A side note, I'm getting a new phone tomorrow. No.
Oh. Let's see. Longest peacetime economic expansion in U.S. history. Well, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Arguably the weakest decade in music. Could you say that?
The what?
Would we say that? I mean,
weakest?
The richest.
Oh, richest.
Oh, sure.
Well, there was. Everything's builds on everything else, right? So.
But a lot of stuff ran super parallel too. That's what I said, because you had the grunge stuff, and like you said, the hip hop stuff was going alongside of it. And then
I would say yes. I'd say everything that's built upon it before that, before the corporations really got their hooks in and tried to maximize their profits on everything and make it all sound the same. But that's just me.
Yeah, but there were boy bands in the 60s still. So
yeah.
Manufactured boy bands. So
True.
I'm going to blame the internet for it, that there was so many parallel running. There wasn't, this is the disco era. This is the psychedelic era. This is, like going back. This was, you had grunge alongside West Coast hip hop, alongside traditional pop music, whatever the fuck that means. You know what I mean? Especially in the early 90s. Then they all, like you said, it kind of polished, everything sort of mixed together and just became pop. But it had a little bit of all of that. Even like the fucking rock stuff. I'm thinking of like, like Accept and some of those bands later on. You know what I mean? Queensryche, the stuff they did in the 90s. It all existed. There wasn't just it's this era. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot easier to share ideas with the internet and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Also, you go back to the 70s and 80s and if you're looking at bands, look at the output from traditional 70s classic rock bands in the 1980s. Like you go from Roundabout to Owner of a Lonely Heart, Too Much Time on My Hands to Mr. Roboto. Wheel in the Sky to Don't Stop Believin', so they, and then you looser, but Queensryche when they put out like Silent Lucidity, like,
Right.
more of their like early 90s output.
And everybody had a fucking ballad. No matter what you were, everybody had a ballad.
Yeah, that's it sold the records to the girls.
Yeah. So maybe it was just a smart marketing decade.
Yeah. I mean, you also had, MTV, which by the late 80s and early 90s had just become huge. So, it was a ton of music. So, and then you had the rise of like BMG and Columbia House. So it was easier for people to get more music, even if you didn't truly pay for it.
Easiest way to destroy your credit. Well, no, because we were underage, so it was fine.
It was, yeah.
Are they still looking for Mr. Frazier?
Maybe. A couple other things. Rwanda, Bosnia genocide, while the world watched and did very little. I don't really remember that, so I guess I was in the doing very little portion.
Yeah.
NAFTA, so there goes our jobs.
Oh yeah. Right.
Sure.
That was a downer.
Yeah, the dot-com crash was the end of the 90s, right? Was 99 the dot-com crash? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right around there. So, but I mean, for me, the 90s seemed pretty, straightforward. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to be objective in all this too, because it was like obviously we grew up in the 90s, and it was versus the 50s where it's like, oh, all we have are these facts that we have on the screen and that we know, you know what I mean? But this,
so it must be right.
The 80s and the 90s, there's more feeling we can draw on, and I'm trying to kind of stay away from that and just look at the list of shit.
Yeah,
it's tough though.
Let's get into the aughts.
The ooze.
The ooze and the
out
ahs.
of specification.
Started with 9/11, ended with a financial collapse, and somehow in between the iPhone and YouTube show up.
I mean, you've even got to take it back to the Y2K scare of like, I guess that's technology that didn't fuck us. That was a thing. Yep. People were deathly afraid of that.
Oh yeah. When I started my job at 2002, 2002, this guy Donald, he was super funny, old Vietnamese guy, worked at our company. He was like, Y2K. Like it was like kind of a joke, but I think he was kind of serious, still worried about Y2K.
I worked at Radio Shack over the 99 to 2000 switch, and it was the amount of people that would come in. What are we going to do? What are we supposed to do? Nothing. I don't know. Unplug your shit if you're that worried about it. Nothing's really going to happen. If anything, maybe your computer won't work. But
the banking system was going to collapse.
Yeah, that was everybody's thing. It's like, no, probably not. But
and then they just fixed it, and then nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing at all happened.
I mean, people probably worked very hard to make it that we're talking about nothing happening.
That's fair. That is short-sighted for us to say it would have been okay. But nothing ended up happening.
I mean, this was the decade where I went from middle school in art class watching 9/11 on the TV they rolled in the classroom to watching Obama get elected in college, and by then I had an iPhone. So that was a wild 7-year span there.
Yeah, 2000s definitely had from the beginning to end was very we got a lot of shit happened.
Just an aside to get back to the Y2K, sorry, but is that the same thing going to happen in Y9999?
I mean, in theory.
Yeah.
We better have better developers by then.
I mean, we have quantum computing is they're gonna know. They're gonna know how to roll the zero, so it'll be fine.
Not to to get things off the rails, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Not again.
So
I'm not gonna be around.
No. Early social media. So MySpace, LiveJournal, I think was the first one I started using.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I just got a email from them on 25-year anniversary.
Oh,
they said you'll go watch.
That was my first and last social media with the MySpace.
I do miss MySpace.
You had MySpace?
I did I guess I don't know. I did. I probably still do. I don't know.
It's out there.
I missed the days when you could tell someone that you were mad at them by just removing them from your top 8.
Yeah. It was such a passive aggressive.
I only had 6 friends, so I don't know.
And
I only
Tom.
have one that was Tom.
Oh, go back because I said I was going to keep up on this and then I forgot. Fashion, 90s fashion was still a thing with the, you had the, for some reason.
Flannel.
Flannel in that. But do you remember I don't even know what you'd call them. They were like joggers, but they were like acid washed. That was I don't know. That was a thing. Maybe it was just my side of town. I don't know.
This was also when like emo clothes became a thing and like Hot Topic clothes and everything.
Fucking
That was like
Jordache shoes. Hell yeah. Bugle Boy jeans. I think that was 80s too. Maybe late 80s into early 90s. But anyway,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it up again because now you start getting into the 2000s and with very few exceptions, I don't think that you could define a decade by clothing anymore. Starting in the 2000s, yes, we're going to go into the Genkos and stuff like that. That had its moment for a minute, but then it just kind of.
Well, now it's all, like skinny jeans are in, out, blah blah blah. I mean, I guess,
but it doesn't define a decade anymore.
It turns over quicker.
Abercrombie and Hollister. That didn't define 2000.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But also,
I don't have one that comes to mind.
This is the start where people aren't like, you can have a small niche of people into a certain thing. And because it's not the three news places telling everyone about it,
right.
You do have smaller. This is where you start to see like more, maybe blogs or, the start of things like that where you can have the same, thoughts or feelings on something and dress a certain way, but it doesn't take over like like it used to in the earlier decades.
Right, because that's the internet in the 90s was a thing, but in the 2000s the internet started getting more available to everyone and easier to use, and more people. You didn't need to be a computer person to be on the internet and finding out things and meeting people.
It became indistinguishable from your phone service or your cable service or your electric service. Like it started to become a needed utility, not just a convenience or a novelty.
Yeah, it wasn't something like you're into, I'm into this bulletin board or the internet. No, I'm like, now it's part of how you live your life, and it's more utility and things like that.
And there was
you're playing on the computer again?
Exactly.
Yep. And there was like a 4-year period where you went from having to carry a digital camera, a MP3 player, your cell phone, and other things to all of a sudden you just had it one device.
Right.
Yeah, the Zune.
If they made a phone.
Yep.
The Zune Phone 1.
The Zune.
Chris Lee was the only one I knew who had a Windows phone.
Yeah.
I had a Windows phone. I had an HTC. I had HTC One. It had the tactile keyboard on the bottom half, and it ran a mobile version of Windows.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I loved it. It was my first smartphone I had in college.
Yeah, Windows Me came out in the 2000s. That was a turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millennium Edition.
So did Vista, right? Wasn't that
Yeah,
also
those are
2000?
both crap. That's why I'm still running 98.
98 SE though. You got to get the second edition.
I have SE.
Yeah.
I'm running that on my laptop.
That might be what we're
all right. Last
now.
one here. Last one. Then the world's over. Ended in the 10.
Here's the 10s.
10. Smartphones take over. Streaming kills everything. Social media breaks democracy, and somehow everyone starts a podcast.
Oh, fuck.
Correct.
That sucks. That sucks that we're a meme now.
They all quit.
We did.
Yeah.
They did quit.
But that, I mean,
Old Town Road was in the 10s.
Yeah, I was going to say music kind of took now a downturn. Took a little bit of a shit.
They didn't talk about music in the 2000s. It was
in the 10s.
Oh, in the aughts.
No.
This is where I disagree.
Yeah.
I think the internet.
Yeah.
I think the internet made music better. As the internet got more accessible and more people could put out their music, I think it has made music better.
Oh, my top 10 albums are before that, so I don't know.
Well, I know for the three of you that's different, but for me,
it made it different. I mean, what was the? Yeah, you're right. We kind of skipped over it, but there was the new metal stuff. There was a lot of boy band stuff still in the aughts.
Yep.
I guess like club bangers started really coming out. I guess.
When did Lady Gaga start?
That was 10.
Late 2000s,
Yeah, late 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
early 2010s. Yeah, you got Beyonce going solo from Destiny's Child. That was big. Eminem still getting pretty big.
Yeah.
If it was
Then, you have your early 2000s. You've got your new metal, but then that changes into more dad radio butt rock with,
It's actually what's called butt rock.
yeah,
I like it.
Nickelback. No, I feel like corporations controlled music in like the 60s, 50s, 70s because, there wasn't that many channels for it. And then the 80s, 90s, like people could do small distribution, have more ideas that are available out there and stuff. And
That's
then
the tape trading.
by the 2000s and 2010s, corporations started taking it back over. But that's just me. What I think. I don't know.
But also anybody can put out an album now. Like you don't
Yeah,
need
and it makes it really hard to
a record label.
Well, home recording, computers were good enough. Home recording became a thing.
Yeah,
people, Pro Tools and a million other competitors came out. Big Sonar fan here, kids. But no, yeah. So you could do shit out of your bedroom and at least get it out.
Sure.
Are you going to sell? Is it going to go platinum? No, but it's now available.
Yeah.
But you're also making it more competitive because there is more stuff. There's more talent. More to be that differentiating factor of an Adele or something like that. Like you truly have to be,
more
something
type, more type of fish in the pond.
You have to have rich parents who.
And that became a thing.
I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got all the streaming services. So Netflix goes to streaming, Spotify, YouTube. I remember Spotify was like brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were using stuff before Spotify.
Lala.
Yeah, smartphones become universal. Yep. I had my first smartphone, I think in 2008, I got the first iPhone. And
I was a BlackBerry guy back then. Terrible.
I never had I went from dumb phone to iPhone, and then that was it.
I had a couple Blackberries, and then because we were Verizon hardcore, and so we waited for that to deregulate, which I think was the iPhone 3 or 4. I think it was the iPhone 4 was the first one that wasn't AT&T exclusive.
Right. Yep.
So that's when I jumped off the BlackBerry.
It says here in the 10s, housing becomes unaffordable, but did that happen right after the housing crash?
That has to do more with the pandemic.
That's true.
Yeah, that was later.
You could get a lot. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't affordable, but you could take out a subprime loan.
It became more strict and more difficult to get a house starting in the 2010s because you're right.
Well, sure. After the 2008 financial crisis, the rules were so lax; it was ridiculous in a way.
Well, that was all the predatory.
I mean, they would do
then.
like just a stated income loan, where you just tell them how much money you make, and they believe you, and you get a loan.
Yeah.
So I mean, that worked for how long? Until
those kind of products were
housing crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found
they just got greedy just to close.
No, and appraisals got stricter in the 2010s after the financial crisis. Appraisals got all.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just pay the appraiser to give whatever you wanted on a house. There was less oversight and stuff like that, and people started taking advantage of it, and that's what led to the housing crisis.
Right.
And and packaging securities in obscure ways that nobody really understood. But I think houses got unaffordable for regular people, and after the pandemic, like housing prices
that's
went
when
crazy.
It went stupid.
Yeah. But I think it started in the 2010s.
All right. Well, I'll take that without knowing any different. Sure.
And then we got the gig economy starting up. Uber, DoorDash, all the stuff you can get delivered.
Yeah.
So that's been a big change. All right. That's it. Those are the decades that we're ranking.
Okay. Yeah. Because we can't rank the whole 20s. We're only a little more than halfway through. So
I think we're all the way through.
So where do we want to start?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like we need an old school Ray spreadsheet for this, but we're not doing that. Just based on everything and overall vibe.
Worst decade. So we're gonna go worst decade first, or what?
Oh, we could probably do worst. Yeah. Oh man, what criteria do we? It's hard to keep all the.
Well, it's hard to separate your own personal experiences in the decade from.
Right. Well, that's why I was
trying
to. That's what I was saying before. But like 50s, 60s, we don't have anything. Personal 70s barely either, too. But for every one that there's like this sucked about that, there's like, but this was really good, and it's hard to weigh those against each other.
So best decade.
But I feel like
we would do best then worst.
The decade of decadence.
I feel like the racism and the sexism in the 50s and 60s really should put those towards the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not S tier, but at the same time, you look at the technological advances going on. You look at, and that's what I'm saying is, how do you weigh
right in the civil rights movement? That
right,
60s
that was a good thing
and stuff. Yeah.
Right. The reason it had to happen is bad, but the reason that it did happen is good. So how do you? This is harder than I thought. God damn it!
Worst decade for me, 1950s.
You're going worst 50s?
Yeah.
All right, I'll follow along, just because I can't really disagree.
All right.
No,
So I got the 50s. I mean, best is going to be hard for me to not say the 90s.
I know.
I'm thinking 90s.
But you have to,
yeah.
but pull yourself out. It still was a pretty good.
90s
decade.
were pretty good. No, 90s were, we still were hopeful about the future.
Yeah.
Didn't suck like now. The future is like disappointing. Yeah, I'm going 90s for best.
All right. Let's go 90s best. Fuck it.
It's our ranking.
I know.
I
would actually.
I kind of want to.
All right, John. What do you got, John?
I was going to say, I would want to put the 2000s as the second best, solely due to the technological advancements of like the internet and smartphones and all that kind of stuff. Like that is, like, I know it has its negatives, but also.
No, I think 2000s was, I could put 2000s as the second best 2000s? For me. Sure.
Yeah. Then my guts.
There's a lot of shitty stuff.
My gut's telling me after that, for some reason, 80s or 70s.
No,
I don't know why.
80s after that. For
you think
me.
80s before 70s?
I think
I'd
so.
agree with that.
I think so.
Oh, you guys are killing me. All right.
It was,
all right.
Yeah, I think 80s because.
Yeah, I agree.
We're really, all this is really coming, with the exception of the outlier of the 90s. It just gets better as time goes on. That's all we're saying. And maybe that's true.
No, 90s, 2000s, 80s.
The 10s really didn't do anything. I think the 10s have got to be kind of down there. Not for anything bad, but just for nothing.
They just
I feel like it's a lost opportunity. Like the 10s could have been awesome, but nothing.
Yeah, just nothing
like, should have been better. We should have been on Mars or something. We're nowhere.
Yeah.
Hey, we got
more social media.
Yeah, we got social media.
Oh, we got social media.
economy.
That's true. Yeah, the gig economy. That's right.
I almost like it. I almost like it the way it is right now.
Yeah, 60s.
I could put the 10s above the 70s, I think.
I don't know. I'm going to say 70s above 10s, but let's see what the votes come in. This is the beauty of having an even number of people.
90s, 2000s, 80s.
I don't think the 60s are all that great.
I think they were extremely influential.
But they're influential. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I agree with
Good
that.
things would happen in the 60s.
You changed my perspective on the civil rights movement. The fact that it happened, you're right. The reason it happened, not great, but the fact that it did, plus the moon landing did happen. The 70s really didn't have much going on. I feel like the 10s were better than the 70s at least. Like,
I feel those are right even with each other. So.
I don't know. I think just based on culture, 70s goes above 10s, but
I guess it was better in general in terms of did have great movies. Music was really good.
Yeah.
You could go to Studio 54 and do a bunch of coke and sleep with a bunch of
70s
people.
are better than the 10s.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Harry Bush.
You're right, because by the time the
dude.
10s came around, if you tried to do that, it'd be all over social media. So you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so this list is good.
Is this it? Are we there?
That's it. We ranked it. We did it.
All right, here it is. We got to read them through. Oh, you locked it in. There's a lock in the fuck in
We
button.
can't change it now.
Starting best to worst, we've got the 90s, then the 2000s, then the 80s, then the 60s, then the 70s, then the 2010s, and finally the 50s. So, all right, I feel good with that.
So where are we putting our current decade? If you had to put it in there.
Between the 50s and the 10s.
So far.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I guess you're right. Like, for personally, it's been good, but like world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic is definitely a scar on the 20s that's going to drop it many, many tiers.
No, I wasn't thinking. I thought the pandemic was probably the highlight.
That's what put it above the 50s.
Got rid of a bunch of people.
50s had polio, though, so I don't know.
And measles, right? Oh, wait, that's coming back here,
It
too.
cured
Never mind.
polio in the 50s. I mean, it was more eradicated, so that's a good thing.
See, that's the thing. In Texas, all these diseases are coming back. So for me, there's no difference
Yeah,
between
even the
50s
fucking
and 20s.
screw worm. What are you guys doing down there? Jeez.
There's a screw in worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting screwed by
whatever.
worms.
All right. Well, we locked it in here live.
And I think we better end this episode on this high note before we start going negative on screwworms or whatever the fuck. We'll do that on an episode later. Bye, mailbox.